what is the bank's business? To lend money and to borrow money. Very simple, right? So the bank earns because it borrows at a lesser rate and it lends at a higher rate. So from a depositor like us, they pay us this measly 4, 5, 6%, and they are lending at 9 or 10% or 11% of whatever, 12%. And that's the money that they are making. That's how a bank makes profit, right? But now a lot of people don't know that the bank's appetite for borrowing money is much larger than what depositors give there. Every day the bank needs to borrow, every day the bank needs to lend, right? So let us say we are applying for a housing loan or we want a business loan, the bank has to give us money today. Tomorrow it's going to give money to somebody else, day after somebody else, and this process goes on day after day. So the bank, let's take a number, let's take a very large number, say the bank has to give out 5,000 crores today. But in today's day, the bank has through retail depositors collected only 2,000 crores all across the country. So where will the remaining 3,000 come from? Because the bank has to lend. If the bank has given you a sanction letter that I'm going to give you a funding of so much money tomorrow, they have to give it. They've got to honor their commitment, right? Now this is very important, very crucial to understand. Nobody talks about it because this is a zero commission product, so nobody sells it. Okay, but this is very pertinent to understand what's happening here. So the mutual fund, and there are a lot of other financial players also who are registered on the stock exchange. So the stock exchange that you understand it is the stock exchange where you're buying and selling of shares, where you're buying and selling Infosys. But the stock market's 100 times bigger activity is buying and selling of loans, which you cannot see, which we are not a part of as a part of retail investors. So what happens is, I give money, let's say to a Reliance fixed deposit fund or an ICICI fixed deposit. There's no affiliated to any name, just a disclaimer. So we give money to them. They will in turn put it on the auction system saying that I've got 800 crores today. Who wants it? So let us say our friend Bank of Baroda wanted this 3,000 crores. He will say, I need 3,000, but okay, I'm ready to take your 800. And then there is a bidding system that happens. Just think about it. So Bank of Baroda says, I will pick up your 800 and I will pick it up at 8.5. Then there is a Dena Bank who comes running behind. Of course, Dena Bank is now merged into something else. But let's say they come, say, no, I need the 800 and I'm willing to pay 855. Then a corporation will come and say, I need 600 and I'm willing to pay 925. I'm super desperate. I need that money now in my account. Do you understand what's happening? So what's happening is we are attaching our bogey with a big guy, in an institutional investor, and he's lending, and he's buying the same fixed deposit in the same bank, and because all the customer service has been eliminated, that printing of certificate, deposit, the branch staff, electricity, air conditioning, everything's eliminated, right? In one shot, the bank got 3,000 crores or 2,000 crores through this mechanism, through the institutional route. So basically, point number one is we get a higher rate. But now you understand how we get a higher rate? So we can do fixed deposit through this route.
Which asset company has this?
All of them have it. Which is why I just said nobody talks about it because obvious reasons.
Institutional fixed deposit.
Liquid funds is also a variety of the same thing. But then liquid funds are only given to a corporate or to somebody who's got a huge amount of money and they are given only for, let's say, 3 months or 6 months, or they are recommended for that period. But my sense is there are so many other products in that whole range, right from basically treasury things that RBI issues for 3 months. So everybody is lending. I don't want to go into more technical names, but right from our banks to RBI to various corporations, NBFC. NBFC means HDFC. For example, everybody knows HDFC. HDFC is an NBFC. It's a non-banking finance company. It's not a bank. HDFC Bank is different. It's a bank. But HDFC Limited is a non-banking finance company. Forget the differentiation. Basically, both of them borrow money and both of them lend money. Point of the matter is just that. So what is happening here is all these institutions want to borrow. So if they borrow on a wholesale basis, as investors we get a certain return. That's the essence to understand.